Did you know that one of the biggest predictors of health and longevity is actually your ability to get on and off the floor without using your hands? My name is Sarah King. I'm a physical therapist at Natural Fit Therapy, and today I'm going to show you a quick 2-minute stretch that you can use to help loosen up your hips so you can get on and off the floor more easily. So whether you are getting down on the floor to play with your grandkids or do some serious weeding in your garden, or you just want to feel more limber in your back and your hips and your knees when you get up from low surfaces, this exercise is great for you. So in order to get set up for this exercise, all you need is a sturdy chair. I'm actually going to show you 2 versions of this exercise. If you're really not able to get on the floor at all, you're going to use the chair. If you still are able to get on the floor, then we're going to do this exercise second version and here in a minute on the floor. Okay, so to get started, you're going to scoot to the edge of your chair here, and our goal is to actually stretch through the entire hip joint. And in order to do that, you're going to take a nice big wide stance with your feet here, and you can put your hands really wherever they're most comfortable. Holding on to the chair for support is a good option. My hands will probably just be on my thighs because that's what feels best for me. But you're gonna have your feet planted just wider than the chair's legs, and you're gonna take your right knee and you're gonna dip it in towards the middle of your body, dipping that knee down. When we come in this direction, it's actually stretching all the way through our hip joint. So your goal here is to actually stretch, pointing that knee down towards the floor, and then you're gonna bring it back to vertical. So your shin comes to vertical, and then you're gonna switch sides. So you're gonna take your left knee, point it down, kind of fold it down and in, point it down towards the floor, and then up to the center. So your goal is to actually keep your cheeks on the chair. So it'll be tempting to just twist all the way around like this, and that still is a little bit of a stretch. But if you can keep your butt bones planted and just dip down and open, dip down and open, that's going to have the biggest impact on your hips. Now, sometimes people will feel a pinch in their knee when they get down really low. Trying to avoid any pinching or pain. We're really just going for loosening up your hips, and it may not be a strong stretch in the chair. So I'm going to do 10 with you. So if you get set up, I'll show you how 10 repetitions look. Let's start with our right knee. We're going to go down and up is 1, down and up, 2, down, up, 3, down, up, 4, down, up, 5, down, up, 6, down, up, 7, down, up, 8, down, up, 9, down, up, 10. And you'll notice that I was kind of twisting up on my toe and trying to keep my hip bones planted. So your toes stay down and your hip stays down, and your knee and your hip just move in between. So let's go ahead and transition to the floor for the second version of this exercise. Okay, so we're on the floor, and what you can do is I'm gonna kind of angle my body so that you can see best. And I have a yoga mat here. You really don't need it, but you can have it if you'd like. So you're gonna sit on your bum on the floor and kind of into this reclined position. So your feet are flat on the floor, your hands, your fingers are pointing back behind you. You're sitting on your tuchus. You're gonna take your feet wider than your hips, kind of like where they started in the chair. They're gonna be wider than your hips, and you're gonna take both knees at the same time, and you're gonna let them shift and fall all the way over to your left. So if you can see my legs, let's go back so I think I'll give you a better angle. You can see that when I sit up, the front leg is at a 90-degree angle, kind of half of a square here, and my back leg is at a 90-degree angle. Now, sometimes your hips are so tight that you can't really sit up onto your legs. You have to be holding your feet or your hands on the floor, and that's okay. We're just gonna let your legs fall down towards the left. Then you're gonna keep your heels planted, pivot on your heels, and bring your knees up and kind of windshield wiper them to the other side. So you'll see that my legs are still at a 90-degree angle, both legs are at a 90-degree angle, and all we're doing is pivoting on our heel to come into that 90-90, up and pivoting on our heel to 90-90. So when we come back and forth, whatever leg it has the inside part of the leg down, we're in internal rotation in our hip, and our leg that the inside is facing up is an external rotation. You don't need to know that, but that's why this is such a great stretch for our hip, because it actually takes us through a full range of motion, which getting on and off the floor requires full range of motion in your hips. So if you want to take this up a level, if this doesn't feel like an intense stretch to you, you can let your knees fall and actually come up sitting tall. Now, I like to put my right hand on my thigh as kind of an anchor point and just take my left fingertips outside of my left leg. So my hands are kind of by my sides, but my right hand's on my right knee, left hand is on the floor, and you're just gonna take kind of like a rainbow stretch up and over both directions. You're just bending over to the left and then bending over to the right. And you might feel this in different places. Everyone's hips are different, but sitting up nice and tall and not reclining back on your hands can sometimes intensify that stretch. Or you can try leaning really far back onto your hands and you'll feel a nice stretch through that leg. There's really no wrong way to do it as long as it's pain-free. But really, if you're just looking for that mobility, you can just practice legs side to side. So let's do 10 repetitions together, and you can incorporate your breathing to help with your core. So inhale, exhale it out, rotate it out. That's one. Inhale, exhale, switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. All right, that's it. Let me know in the comments below how it went for you. And if you are still struggling with pain in your hip, your knee, your back, anywhere that's preventing you from getting on and off the floor, or if you can't get down there at all, our team is happy to help you troubleshoot the pain so that you can get back to your active lifestyle. You can head over to naturalfittherapy.com/keepaustinactive, all one word, and book an appointment to talk to one of our expert physical therapists for free so that we can help you get back to your active lifestyle. All right, until next time, keep moving, y'all, and I will see you again soon. Bye.